So we got a chance to unbox the Pro and Pro Max iPhone 16, but what about the standard iPhone 16s, which in some ways seem more interesting this generation because they have most of what the Pro and Pro Max have, but at a more affordable price and arguably in colors that people are more excited for. Mo is definitely more excited for these colors right here. This one they're calling teal. Maybe this one's my favorite. I don't know. San Jose Sharks. This is Mo's favorite, which is called Ultramarine. And I think he likes it because it's called Ultramarine. It at least has to be part of it. And obviously we have the Plus and the standard size. They've rearranged the camera layout on the back. These devices do have quite a bit of wobble because of that camera layout. I'm gonna compare the wobble to the previous generation with the diagonal camera layout. We'll do a wobble comparison very soon. I was surprised that Apple gave the camera control functionality to the standard model, not just the Pro, because it kind of seems like a Pro feature in a way for them to differentiate, but they know more than I do. They got all kinds of data and market research. That is a beautiful color. Ultramarine. Yeah, they have all kinds of data to suggest where they need to be at from a price point perspective and which ones are gonna be their hot models and which features they should have in there. So we have camera control on the standard iPhone. This is a little bit lighter. There's no titanium here. We've got the aluminum frame finish on the back. I think it's pretty nice. I mean, definitely an iPhone. I'm pretty sure that's an iPhone. USB-C. We've also got the physical SIM tray, Canadian version. We have eSIM built in as well. Big power switch, volume rocker, action button. Pretty nice package, starting at a lot less than the Pro model. The unboxing experience is identical as we carry on. Braided USB-C cable packed up in the origami style. And the good old SIM tool, unchanged for generations. Now, when it comes to comparing the 15 to the 16, good Lord, they are very, very similar. Very, very similar in form factor. Let's do that wobble test that I am so curious about. In the very corner, we're okay on the 15. As we move up the device, we increase our wobble. We do get wobble in the very, oh, we get a double wobble. It's more wobbly. We get wobble here, wobble here, wobble here, whatever. I mean, a lot of smartphones are wobbling at this point. It's a plague, it's a wobble plague. Of course, Google cares about these things. Shots fired, that's up to you to decide. All right, let's move on to the teal, see how it compares to the Ultramarine. And this is the plus size iPhone 16 standard. Oh, I love it. Is it enough to persuade Mo to change his mind? Ultramarine versus teal.
Teal is very nice.
Teal is very nice. He says teal is very nice. Do we have previous gen plus? We do. And once again, we are extremely comparable. Wobble test on, oh, wobble test gets even worse. That one wobbles if you touch it. If you try to make it wobble, but when you place it down, it's no wobble. This one, you place it down and it just wobbles. Do you know what I mean? It just wobbles when you just place it on the table. 15 sits there unless you aim to make it wobble. Okay, I'm going nuts here with this wobble thing. But if we go instead and compare to the new Pro models, we can see the scale difference there. Pro Max versus iPhone 16 and Pro 16 versus standard 16. You can also tell here that the non-Pro variant is slightly thinner, which is cool. I mean, it's slight, but it is there. This episode has been sponsored by ESR and their brand new iPhone 16 cases. So let's start with the Tough case. Exceeds 7x military grade protection, foldable stash stand built in, designed to work with MagSafe. This is gonna be your super rugged option. You can see the MagSafe on the back, and we have a multi-layer setup. We have coverage on the power port, and of course, we've also got access for camera control now. So this is what's called the foldable stash stand, and this obviously allows you to have a better viewing experience. Hybrid case with stash stand, clear color, halo lock, magnetic case, stash stand, still get that functionality like that. Slightly less of a tank than the Tough case, but arguably more stylish. I also noticed that the stand changes color from a darker metallic to a silver. So next up we have the soft case, satisfying texture, very soft. Still got our MagSafe built in, still have access to our camera control, a microfiber soft touch interior. They're actually stating that this one is 3x military grade protection as well, so similar protection level to the hybrid. The other thing about the stand is you can pick between a number of angles, depending on what's ideal. And then last up, we have their new ultra-tempered glass screen protectors. With their included applicator, you simply drop it into this jig, pull the tab, and the screen protector is installed perfectly. So let me know down in the comments if you're gonna pick up one of these new cases for your new iPhone 16 Pro or Pro Max. Would you go for the tough, the hybrid, or the soft? Okay, so I got them both booted up now. I have to admit that just handling the devices, the regular iPhone 16 is the most comfortable to hold. One-handed, two-handed, it's the thinnest, lightest, so I'm not too surprised by that. Now let's talk a little bit about the differences between the 16 and the 15. The display, it's identical. We now have the action button where the switch used to be, so we get to feel like we bought the Pro model even though we didn't. That's good. Apple Intelligence coming soon. Don't call it AI unless you're gonna say the whole thing. Apple Intelligence, they invented it. You didn't know it was never artificial. It was always Apple Intelligence, the most intelligent. Oh, we got the camera control functionality now. That wasn't on the previous generation. It's now capable of macro on that same camera, spatial photos and videos, and you're getting the latest generation photographic styles that come with that A18 chip. How about I give you a little improved battery life to the tune of 2 hours? MagSafe wireless charging has improved. It's faster now. This is looking a lot like the Pro spec sheet, except you don't have to pay as much. I think a lot of people are just gonna go with this one. Maybe not this color, because Mo and I both agree that in person, I think he used the term radioactive, which is maybe a little extreme. There's something off about this color in person. I don't know, to each their own, but the more I look at it, the more I'm like, teal. And I say it in that exact voice. I go like this, I go, teal, 128 gigabyte teal. They're like, sir, what is the matter with you? Ay, ay, ay. 1 nit minimum brightness. It is like I'm reading the Pro spec sheet here. Cinematic video stabilization. Why do you have to buy the Pro model? Why you gotta buy, huh? To get an extra camera, I guess. And to get your titanium. Bro, your phone's not even titanium. So, bro, your phone's not even titanium. So what are we doing? What are we doing? Your phone's not even titanium. So what are we doing? So everybody knows that guy. Everybody knows that guy. You've met that guy before. Listen, this is the phone you should get. Just get the iPhone 16. That's my verdict this year. If you have to get an iPhone this year, blam. Yeah, why you need the Pro model, Mo? Why are you yelling about the Pro model? Pro model this, Pro model that. Okay, the wide doesn't look, the ultra wide maybe doesn't look quite as good. These ones look good though. Look at those. Look at the regular standard focal length 1X. That's kind of what you're lacking there. Your ultra wide doesn't look quite as good. It's tough on these screens. Like, just look at the roof, the sharpness. Like, it's just obvious. There's just too much resolution on the other one. I presume that on video we're gonna be 4K 60. We got the same chip, right? 4K 60 and no 4K 120. Because otherwise, what is Pro? That's okay. Here is a video sample, 4K 60, and Mo changed his jersey.
New Jersey.
New Jersey. New Jersey. Oh, there we go. Modeling. Mo the model. This one is. Here we go. Oh, here we go. Yeah. Damn, dude.
Sound good, eh?
Jeez. You didn't have to do them like that. I'm titanium, bro. We quickly get in the camera. Bam! We're in. You can pause videos now. I don't know if you knew about that. You can like pause a video recording. It's a new feature. It's very useful. I use that feature. I'm happy about it. Continue the recording. Sounds fine.
I want to see what kind of box.
Sounds fine. Sounds loud.
The perfect.
I'll pinch for you.
This looks a lot different than the
pinch right in there for you, brother.
Way lighter, and it has
you
almost
wanted?
like a.
Yeah, I think this year maybe more than ever, or more than I can remember in recent. I'm sure other people probably said this, and you probably watched those videos too. This year, I mean, you probably don't really need the Pro model unless money is no problemo, and you just give me the Desert Storm. I know it's Desert Titanium. It sounds funnier if I say Desert Storm. You understand? And it should have been more Desert Storm color, in my opinion. Yeah. When I had the mock-up Desert Storm, man, look at that. This is what I wanted. Instead, we got that? Like another like white phone, basically? Nah. Anyway, this is the entry point, and it has the vast majority of what you're gonna end up using and liking on the other devices. Yeah, if you can't see yourself needing those studio audio features, the extra camera, 4K 120, bigger battery, obviously bigger screen. Like if those things are not absolutely major to you, you can save your money this year and you can get the iPhone 16. Or you can save even more money and wait until the next generation. It's completely up to you. You know what I mean? It's 2024, like you know if you need a new phone or not. I think we're past just buying these things every single generation because we have to. And the iPhone always represents an opportunity to speak to the audience on that topic of like how often should we be buying and upgrading things. It's just this phone is like the marker. It's like the test. It's like the economic test of like, hey, where are we at? Where's the disposable income? But then also also it's like, hey, where are we at from a technology perspective? Like, have things in this segment kind of slowed down a little bit? Like, are we seeing as many massive improvements? Are people feeling as compelled? These are the conversations I have in public like in the world, and I suppose now in public here on the internet, which is also somewhere in the world. Good night.